Alright, so we're doing a new build, I'm doing a new build video because I'm gonna build this bad boy. I haven't done a new build video in a long time because I haven't built anything in a long time, and I am gonna build this because about a month ago I fucked it up pretty bad. I decided to go and fly near water after about months of not flying, so I kind of fucked up everything. The flight controller's gone. These 4 motors were toasted because everything was in water, right? The electronic speed controllers were toasted. They don't look that bad, but they're toasted. One of them looks like really shitty. I'm gonna show that to you. This one is the thing that's most toasted. It basically burned, and when this got burned, it also damaged this carbon fiber arm. As you can see, the carbon fibers are literally visible and fuzzy and stuff. So I'm gonna build the whole thing again. So starting off with the frame, it's a TBS Source One. It is a really cool frame. Here's the camera that I'll be using. I think it's the Foxer V2 or something. I'm not sure. Flight controller. So I've got the Matek F-405 standard flight controller. I'm not gonna go with the F7 this time because I crash drones a lot and they're pretty expensive, these things. So I thought I'll go with the F4. It doesn't matter. I don't find any difference in flying because I suck at flying, and I'm not a professional, so I don't want to pay extra fucking money for that. The next thing is the ESCs that I'll be using is this one, Aikon A32, 35 amps, and they're cheap. They're probably like one of the cheapest, and they fly so good. The next thing is VTX. So I got this instead, the Matek FCHUB VTX, and the good thing about this is it's got a silicon ribbon that just connects it to the flight controller, so I don't have to do like extra soldering and stuff. And this is a VTX and power distribution board in one, so that's always good to have. Less wires, less hassle, right? And then what else do we have? Oh, the motors. Yeah, so this is again EMAX Eco 2 motors, I believe these are. Yep, EMAX Eco 2 series. The ones I had before were also EMAX. This is the EMAX Eco, but this is the second version of it, I guess. They kind of look slicker, and again, these are cheap. These are like one of the cheapest motors out there. So this is practically a budget build, to be honest. I think that's about it, so I'm just gonna go ahead and start building it and see how it goes. Right. So, I've done all the wiring. Now it's time to see if it works. And basically what you do is you plug in the battery and you hope that nothing happens, nothing blows up. Let's see. Okay. Okay, that's a good sign. That means the connections are right. So now the next thing we gotta test is if these ESCs are working and all the motors are spinning, right? So for that, what I need to do is connect it to my laptop and open up Betaflight. So as you can see, this is Betaflight, and I'm just gonna connect it. It's connected and it is showing the drone. So if I move it, it should show the drone's movement. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to motors, and we're just gonna try to spin the motors and see if they're spinning. Basically what I'm looking for is I need the motors to spin in this direction, so the first and fourth should be spinning counterclockwise, whereas the second and third should be spinning clockwise. Yeah, clockwise. Okay, so for that we're gonna go to motors again and we're just gonna test them again. So like I said, we're gonna start with the first one. It should be spinning counterclockwise, and it is spinning counterclockwise, so that's good. We're gonna need to change this. Second motor should be spinning clockwise. It's spinning counterclockwise, so we need to change this thing. We need to change this motor. So I'm just gonna write down motor number 2. We need to change the direction for that. And then we're gonna go to third motor. It should be spinning clockwise, and it is not spinning clockwise, so that's also bad. We should change that as well. And lastly, we're going to check the fourth motor, and it should be spinning counterclockwise, and it is spinning counterclockwise, so that's good. So what we learned from this is we need to change the direction of the motor, second and the third motor, right? So try to change the motor directions. So I'm just going to connect the quad, and then I'm going to connect the battery to it, like so. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to connect it like so. It's connected. Try to read the setup so it can read. So that's good. It's reading all four ESCs. So that means we're good to go. And now what we're gonna do is, remember how we wanted to change the direction of the second and third motor? So we just select second and third from here. Sorry, this is deselected. We just deselect 1 and 4th. So that basically means we're selecting second and third. And then we just change the motor direction from normal to reverse. And we just write the setup. And that should actually work. That's it. We basically set up the motors. So now the motors are done. That's good. You can close this thing. I'm going to stop the recording. That's good. Now the next thing we need to check is if the camera is working, right? So for that, I'm gonna take my FPV goggles, power it on, go to smart search so you can search the frequency band that the VDX is transmitting the video at. So it is showing me a frequency band. So now you should be able to see what the camera is seeing. Let me just check. So yeah, you can see what the camera is seeing. So that means the camera works as well. The only thing left now is bind this receiver to my radio, and then close the whole thing, finish the build. That's it. That is it. She is ready. Looks pretty neat, I think. Looks kind of weird, but yeah, if it flies, it flies. Tomorrow I'm gonna go and try to fly it, maybe upload a video about it, how it flies and stuff. But yeah, this is it. This is what she looks like after everything is done.